Of portable toilets and trash cans. Rioters attacked police with bottles and trash. More than 50,000 people attended this two-day concert, which included performances by the Foo Fighters and Guns N' Roses.
Well, today the United Nations World Summit began in Johannesburg, South Africa. Delegates from around the globe will spend the next 10 days tackling some of the world's toughest problems. The goal of the summit is to come up with a plan to end poverty and clean up the environment. President Bush has chosen not to join the more than 100 other world leaders at the summit.
Let's take a look at the forecast now. Beautiful day, at least so far. Who knows?
Yeah. So let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up with Janine Diadamo, who's in Weather Central.
Hey,
Cindy and Michael, eventually the clouds that we've seen so much of today and even for part of the weekend will produce some rainfall. Now, this is not good news for the U.S. Open, which those activities are getting started as we speak right now. We'll take a look at some live pictures of Flushing Meadows. Oh, I guess not. They switched it on me. That is not Flushing Meadows. That is Times Square, where the traffic is light at this time and there is no rain falling from the clouds. I don't know why they switched that on me. 81 right now in Central Park. The skies are very cloudy, but so far not a drop of rain has fallen. The storms are all down to our south, but they are eventually heading this way. Looking right now at variable winds, 44% humidity, not terribly bad, but the light breeze is making us feel pretty good, and low pressure is developing, and that's why the barometer right now is falling. Low pressure is down to our south, but it is coming up towards New York City. Right now, New York City sitting at 81 degrees. Woodbury, Long Island, 79. In Westport, also cloudy skies. As you travel along I-95 tonight, look for the clouds to be kind of thick and hanging around. No problems with glare with the sunset, that's for sure. 77 in New Jersey at Newton, 81 in Hamilton, and cloudy skies also in New City and in Yonkers. So here's what's going on. It is this area of low pressure that we have our eye on. Why? Because it's going to kind of crawl up the coast. It is going to move very slowly, and that's why rain will be in the forecast for several days over the next 5 days. Here in the end of August, we've got plenty of rain for you to help us out a little bit with our rainfall totals. But for right now, as we put the satellite into motion, notice what we're seeing. The clouds are coming in from the south, but with the clouds, so far no rain at all. And we're not expecting rain tonight or tomorrow, but eventually the showers that you see down in the Carolinas and in Virginia will come up our way, and we'll give you plenty of heads up. They should start Tuesday night. So as we put the maps into motion, all that sunshine, not much of it, that's for sure this week. A lot in the way of cloud cover. We have a weak front coming in tomorrow, and that should induce some rain showers tomorrow night. In the meantime, it's dry and so comfortable. Temperatures in the 60s in Dobbs Ferry, 65. New York City tonight just under 70. And tomorrow, another gorgeous day. Now, without the sunshine, though, we're looking at pretty cloudy conditions again tomorrow. The rain developing tomorrow night. And look at this 5-day forecast. Cindy and Michael, you guys are going to be live at the U.S. Open noon all of this week.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we'll take
and you're going to give us great clear weather.
Yeah, right. Wednesday, we've got showers in the forecast. Those should continue on and off all the way through Saturday.
Bad enough to stop play?
Possibly at times. We're looking for heavy rain, so we'll keep you updated moment to moment as these storms develop.
Okay. Thank you, Janine.
You think? Well, NSYNC superstar Lance Bass has kicked off a week of space training in case he gets the green light to blast off. The 23-year-old is undergoing NASA training at Johnson Space Center in Houston, even though his trip to space is still up in the air. He and 2 others are supposed to blast off from Kazakhstan in October on a Russian capsule. But Bass still hasn't sealed a deal with the Russians and still has to be endorsed by a panel of space station representatives. Bass is hoping to become the 3rd tourist to travel to the space station.
You don't have to go out to enjoy fine dining. In fact, you can make many of your favorite meals at home with the help of our own Tony Tantillo and the city's best chefs. Here's today's Tony's Table.
Well, today for Tony's Table at Restaurant Salute in Midtown Manhattan, I'd like to go to different restaurants all over New York and get you some great recipes that you can make at home. Today, we're going to make a pasta dish with seafood. So let's go to the kitchen with Francis and let's do this. Come on.
No, you look like you can handle.
Now with the executive chef, Francis. Francis, how are you?
Good. How are you?
What are we going to do?
We're going to make a little tagliatelle with seafood.
Well, the first thing Francis does, he adds some extra virgin olive oil in a hot saute pan. Then he adds the shellfish.
You want to get the pan hot? And we're going to cover that for 30 seconds to wait for these to open up.
Now we add some white wine and some garlic and some fresh tomatoes. He lets that all simmer just for a little bit. Now we add some fresh pasta in the already salted oiled water. Francis, using fresh pasta, right?
Yes.
Which means what, 1-2 minutes tops?
1 minute. That's it. That's it.
He adds some fresh tomato sauce to the shellfish. When that's all simmering and everything looks ready, he combines them. He takes the fresh pasta out of the water and adds it to the sauce and the shellfish. Now what he does, he adds a little bit of basil and some hot peppers, and there you go. A simple dish, easy to make, and just delicious. Francis, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Don't forget, I want to copy this recipe.
You got it.
Because our viewers are going to want it. If you want to get a copy of this recipe, it's not that hard. Log on to CBSNewYork.com, then go to Tony Tantillo page, and a copy of the recipe will be there for you. I'm Tony Tantillo for CBS 2 News. Buon appetito.
Straight ahead at 5, New York City pulls out all the stops for its little heroes from Harlem. We're going to show you how the All-Stars were honored all around town.
Coming up next on First News at 4:30, smokers having trouble kicking the habit. We'll tell you about a drug that may help you resist the urge to light up.
A protester smashed windows.
Yeah, I felt the winds of the van go by.
All the local news that matters to you. Count on CBS 2 News.
Mud. It can provide relief from a very common condition, according to a new study.
Also, there's another medication to help stop smoking, and it's been around for years.
CBS 2's Dr. Mike Rosen has these stories and more for you in today's Health Watch.
Mud. Sure, it looks great on your face, but it's more than just something that provides cosmetic benefit. New research in a major rheumatology journal shows natural mud can provide short-term pain relief from several types of arthritis and fibromyalgia. It's believed the benefit of natural mud is in the absorption of minerals when applied to the skin. Israeli researchers found mud from the Dead Sea provided significant short-term pain relief in patients with knee osteoarthritis, more so than did mud with the minerals removed. It's unclear whether American mud is as good. An Israeli company which makes mud compressors helped fund the study. We've learned that cholesterol-lowering medicines not only lower cholesterol, but they also decrease inflammation in the arteries. That inflammation is believed to contribute to the risk of a cardiovascular event, like a heart attack. A simple blood test called C-reactive protein is an indicator of that inflammation. New research released today by the American Heart Association shows one cholesterol-lowering drug, simvastatin, lowered the C-reactive protein in just 2 weeks. The point is, perhaps cholesterol-lowering drugs should be started as soon as possible after a heart attack to decrease the inflammation and the risk of complications after a heart attack. A long-established antidepressant has been shown to be a promising aid to quit smoking. It's believed the anti-smoking benefits of nortriptyline, commonly known as Pamelor, are not because of its antidepressant effects, however. In a study reported in the August issue of the medical journal Chest, 144 patients who were trying to quit smoking either received nortriptyline, 75 milligrams a day, or a dummy placebo pill over 6 weeks. The quit rate for the placebo group was 23%, while the quit rate of the patients who received nortriptyline was 56%.
And really, nortriptyline is not expensive at all, and the quit rate seen was higher than what has been seen with the patch or Zyban. Still, head-to-head studies comparing the three would help clarify the role each has and whether using the patch and nortriptyline at the same time would provide even higher quit rates. Cindy and Michael, back to you.
All right, Mike, thanks.
A lot more news ahead.
Ernie and Ass, this is Mary Calvey standing by with a look at what's coming up on CBS 2 News at 5 o'clock.
And we'll see you at 5:30.